Alright folks, we are back here in Trails of Cold Steel 3. Off screen we had a chase. We saw the spies, we chased them. They went here. I actually forgot that R1 is the dash button. I forgot that there was a dash button, that's why I was always failing that chase. And then with the R1 button it was easy. Where are we? It's a cemetery. Have we been here before? I don't quite remember. Is this a cemetery where George went with Angie? Sorry. Where George saw Angie? Where Crow was buried? Oh man.
We secured all 3 of their new battle ordnance.
Class 1 has captured the spies that we were chasing.
Nice job. I'll hold on to those for you.
They get all the credit.
We refuse to divulge our affiliation or names.
International law mandates proper treatment of us as prisoners of war.
Are we in a state of war?
You're pretty bossy for someone who's surrendered.
Well, I'm certain the Intelligence Division will give you your proper treatment.
So long as you do not resist or attempt to flee, we will guarantee your lives.
But doesn't mean that they won't torture you.
Took you long enough.
Hey, we were the ones who sent them here.
Hey guys, what's up?
We credit us for the assist.
Are any of you injured?
We're fine. I see all your preparations paid off, Major.
You had this planned from all the way back when we met at the race course, didn't you?
Ah, we were part of this operation.
We were dancing at the end of his strings the whole time.
That's right. It was all part of the plan.
What? He planned this whole thing?
That's what Lecter does.
Is that even possible?
If anyone would be capable of such a feat, it would be the Scarecrow.
That's true.
Hey now, I'm only human. This is all just a happy coincidence.
And what was the reasoning you brought Class 1 here?
We were finally able to catch the spies we've all been after. You should think of this as teamwork.
How?
I can see how it would feel like we've stolen your prey out from under you.
That's exactly what happened.
It's true that this place is southwest of Heimdall, so it does fall under your jurisdiction. Would you prefer if we handed them over to you?
Of course. But we don't need your pity.
It was Class 7 that flushed them out of hiding and wore them out.
Thank you, Nightheart.
It doesn't matter who turns them in. Each of our groups should be thankful for the other's assistance.
It's the assist. Credit us. That's all we ask.
That's right. We should be glad they didn't manage to get away. You're all fine with this, right guys?
Yes.
No objections.
What about you, Ash?
We'll leave it to you.
He just said, huh. Don't really think he approves. It taught us how to avoid obstacles when chasing spies. That's true, we had it easy. Yeah, this is where Crow was buried. So if you visit his grave, Rean, it's where he's buried. It's gonna be an empty doll. It's a doll. come on, dig it up. You should notice that it has been dug up recently, right? Because they did. Oh look, we got a little lookout here. It's a nice view of Heimdall. Look at that. Look at that city wall. That's exactly what it is. Now we get to send it to Rosine.
Hello there, Rean. You found some new records?
Oh, sorry, it's not Rosine. It's
Very
Vivi.
well. I'll start to leave it to me.
So, now,
Photo
let's see. Oh,
of
wow.
Heimdall.
I'll send you your reward.
Nothing for a monk though, right? I already told him about the fishing incident. Okay, so this is the dash button right here. Forgot about this. Because if I remembered, I would be doing it all the time. To travel faster, what else? Because this is his chill spot. Oh, the other dot is Cat Jean. Yeah, so yeah, this is very useful. Oops, this dash is very nice. Here we are. Why are there no signs of it being touched recently?
The year the Civil War took place.
I see. So he was one of your friends from Class 7.
One of our friends and bitter rival.
Yeah. Crow Armbrust. He was actually a year ahead of us, like Instructor Toa. It was only for a short time, but he joined our class. We did all sorts of things together. Field studies, the school festival.
Taught us how to scam folks with a coin toss.
He was a little brash and even more of a troublemaker. But he was caring, reliable, and one of the best friends you could ask for.
He also tried to assassinate the Chancellor.
Even though we became enemies once the Civil War broke out.
Okay, after this line, you'll see exclamation marks on all of their heads. Maybe except Altina. Okay, there. Not an exclamation.
Gonna be pretty sweet, guys.
The surprise icon.
Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right? But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal.
Yes, C.
The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time. He isn't real. He never was.
So he was from Jirai, right? That's where he grew up.
Okay, we've talked long enough. Let's go. I won't let anyone interfere. This is going to be our final battle.
I forgot who dealt the killing blow. Was it Osborne?
As I was affiliated with the Noble Alliance, I knew a little about him. He was the leader of the terrorist group known as the Imperial Liberation Front. He was also referred to as the Azure Chevalier.
I forgot about the Azure Chevalier.
I heard about him. He and his Azure Knight wiped the floor with the Imperial Army.
Yes. But right at the end, he finally returned to Class 7. When a calamity from 2.5 centuries ago rose again and seized the Crown Prince.
Look at those models from the previous gen.
We all worked together. Me, Crow, the rest of Class 7, even Vita. We put everything aside and gave our all to rescue the prince. Crow even put himself in danger to open up a way for me.
And look at what happened to the bratty prince. He wasn't worth saving.
But he was fatally injured as a result. What happened there pushed all of us in Class 7 to move forward. I decided to stay at Thors with Valimar and fulfill the government's orders. Everyone else graduated, and each of them decided to do what they could.
And thus went our separate
We
ways.
all pledged to meet up again in these turbulent times and find an answer together.
The most mysterious among all of us is
You've
Gaius.
never mentioned this before.
Because Gaius learned something. He hasn't shared what it is, but it's something big and I would guess very important.
I had the impression you and the members of the old Class 7 were planning something, but
I thought only the SSS had that kind of determination.
We're better than the SSS. We don't get imprisoned in Disney theme parks like it's the NBA bubble.
But you're just like them, Instructor.
What a bunch of starry-eyed dreamers.
And now you're also like us, with your own batch of Class 7.
Normal people don't just go around spouting lines like that, you know.
I think it's lovely.
Well, that's what those of us in the old Class 7 decided to do. There will come a time when you guys will need to decide how you're going to move forward as a class.
You're in your own separate ways, not as a
And
class.
I plan to give you all the support I can until that time comes. Just like how our instructors and upperclassmen supported us.
Yes, Yuna?
Understood. Thank you.
it's encouraging to hear that. You have our thanks for your guidance.
I still do not completely understand myself,
Just go with the others and say thanks.
but I feel like I've gained a lot in these past few months.
I haven't given up on making you mine, Instructor. But putting that aside for a moment,
You're gonna be a duchess.
I think in a way something guided me to join all of you in Class 7.
Well, I guess I can keep tagging along with you for a bit. That way, it'll be all the easier to pass you up.
Do we get a group hug or something? It's nice pet. Oh, here we go.
What's wrong, Yuna?
Something was something is freshly moved.
There's something
Here.
shiny in the dirt here.
Someone dropped their jewelry?
Should we turn it into the Gravekeeper?
It looks like quite a lovely brooch. I'm sure its owner...
Angelica's.
Is something wrong, Muse?
Right. Muse knows Angelica from their noble relations.
I feel like I've seen it before.
That crazy biker chick had something like that on, didn't she?
Yep.
Can I see it a moment?
That's her, yeah, on her scarf there.
There's no doubt. This is Angelica's.
So she came here sometime after we saw her last month?
Could it have been sitting here since then?
Yep, something happened to her.
Hey, it's been bugging me for a bit, but
Cue mystery music.
does the dirt here look off to anyone else?
Finally, someone noticed it.
You're right. It looks different around this grave.
It's freshly moved.
As if it's recently been dug up.
Do it, Rean. Dig it up. Oh, you're calling Angelica?
Toa, are you at camp right now? I need to talk with the major and the principal.
Alright, don't do this alone. Good idea, Rean. Take the others with you. And see the truth for yourselves. Get that old guy guarding the grave out of here, because we're gonna disrespect one of the spots. Hopefully that digging scene won't be a block scene, because it's a hassle to set up a capture card. Well, did we do it? Okay, good. There's no scene to block because it was done. It has been reanimated. Oh, here's the scene. Oh, there's the man that was guarding the graveyard. Something happened here. Now you got them questioning. Could it have been one of those dolls? The doll master near Crossbow. That's him. Randy knows it. We visited him in the Crossbow games. Good connection, Aurelia. That's why you're the Golden Rakshasa. That's what the gnomes are doing. George. Someone kidnapped the other. You think Schmidt is involved? I don't think so. Why are we disregarding her, Rean? There's 3 of them, yeah. Take one for Mr. Schmidt here. We have 97 more spies to find. That's not gonna be easy in a day. We want to avoid that. It's a summer festival. Yeah, but Aurelia's with you. What did she mean by eradicate? Just knock them out? That's why he's here. He brings the gadgets, the technology. Yeah, we're good. Thank you, because we're done with the underground. For OG reunion. Yeah, and she's not exact. So Toa will just feel out of place there. Why are we not leaving yet? Is there anything else to do here at camp? South to Aurelia? Let loose. You command Sammy there. This is music. No, that's Yuna. Well, she was caught from behind, so that's not exactly a fair fight. Alright, let's save the game, and I'm just gonna take a peek if what will happen once I head out. I don't think I'm gonna fight through the highway alone, so guessing we're gonna go straight into a cutscene. Let's just find out before we end it. Alright, yeah. We'll do this next time. It's the grand reunion of OG Class 7. Catch up, of course, trouble will brew once the reunion gets to the good part. And then we'll spring into action, like we always do in Class 7. Next time, in Trails of Cold Steel 3.